Good day, everybody. My name is Marc-Andre Pelletier. I'm President and CEO of Bonterra Resources. Bonterra is a junior gold exploration company. We're located in Quebec, the north of Quebec, in a very strategic camp called Urban-Barry and Bachelor-Desmaraisville. We're quite excited with the announcement of this week. On Monday, we announced a strategic partnership with Osisko mining to unlock the exploration potential of the Urban-Barry camp.
Marc-Andre, thank you very much for the introduction. It's a crazy difficult time for junior gold companies. And in these times when it's so hard to raise capital, particularly when your own market capitalization is $25 million Canadian as it is, you have a choice of kind of offensive strategies, which is going hard and drilling everything and spending all your money, or defensive strategies. You've just signed a deal whereby you retain 30% and Osisko comes in and spends a considerable amount of money. Do you describe this as a defensive play in the current market? We launched the financing on September 11th. So not too long ago that we were looking to raise $3 to $5 million. We have the revenue, so we have to raise money. We worked very hard through the last year to reduce our costs, to generate a little bit of revenue, particularly with the gold sale from the cleanup of the Bachelor mill. But at the end, you need money to keep moving and to keep exploring. So we launched that financing, and at the same time, I believe we talk about that on Crux, is we started a process to evaluate every strategic position. And part of that process was to find the right partner to continue to advance our project. So we did find, we believe, with Osisko Mining, with the earn-in and JV agreement, we think it's a very strategic process. And like you mentioned, with the cash payment, with the upfront cash payment, we cancel the financing. So we do not have to dilute anymore our stock so far. So that put us in a much better position, to be honest. And just on the timing, because you said you launched the capital raise in the second week of September, and here we are, where it's 2 or 3 weeks later. Surely the discussion with the strategics has been going on for much longer than that. How long has that process with Osisko been running?
Honestly, it happened very fast. Less than a week turnaround altogether. So sometimes that's how things happen. You work on, you try to get something done, and nothing is happening, and suddenly, when all those planets are all aligned, and here's come the deal. We're about to, our board of directors were about to turn around fairly quick on the offer we received from Osisko Mining, and we make the release on Monday. So yes, it happened very fast.
Wow. What about site visits and due diligence and data rooms and all of that?
So what we announced is a binding letter agreement for an earn-in and JV. So we're not yet at the definitive agreement stage. Due diligence is currently ongoing and is part of the agreement we made. And we hope to close the final agreement by the end of October.
So it was essentially the terms and the structure of the deal that they felt that they were willing to engage in.
Don't forget, we've been working with Osisko Mining on our JV, which is a portion of our Urban-Barry property. So we had some discussion with Osisko. We shared already some information as part of the Duke property. So it's not like totally new ground for them. Actually, Osisko drilled over 2 million meters of diamond drilling in the Urban-Barry camp. We share the same regional faults. We share the same type of rock, the same type of mineralizations.
it's the same ground. It was two different land packages, but actually now with the GV, it becomes only one, but it's all the same mineralization.
When you say that Osisko have drilled 2 million meters, which is just a huge amount, is that on their windfall properties? Is that the what they've done with goldfields there?
Correct. 2 million meters since when the merger and acquisition done by Osisko, which have done a very good job, like consolidating the camp. 2 million meters of diamond drilling in about 10 years.
And what's interesting is that their goldfields and Osisko signed that deal in early May. So here we are in kind of almost 4 months later, 4 or 5 months later. The investment by Osisko by Goldfields the upfront payment was 300 million, and yours is kind of 10% of that, $30 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe I can explain a little bit more on the deal. Osisko will have the ability to earn 70% interest in the Urban Berry property, which is about 22,000 hectares, but a little bit less than 500 claims. And as part of the Urban Berry camp, we talk the Duke GV is included, and also we have another joint venture named Lac Berry. So those two properties are included as part of the deal, and the terms are an initial upfront payment of $5 million Canadian. So that's the reason why we stopped the financing. We already have $1 million in the bank account, and we get the remainder, the $4 million, at the signature of the final agreement. So close to the end of October. $30 million, as you mentioned, in work expenditure in 3 years, which is about 100,000 meters to 150,000 meters. That's about the range we talk about with that investment. Osisko has the ability to carry over, some, if they overspend 1 year, they can carry over on the following year, or if they're short, they can pay in cash, and they can pay cash in lieu of expenditure. And the one thing very important is Osisko is going to be the operator. They have the knowledge of the camp, the geology. They have the expertise. We talk about 2 million meters of diamond drilling. We did about 400,000 in the Barry and Gladiator deposit. So about 5 times more drilling. Some other benefits is the increase of capacity for new discoveries. With a different approach, with more drilling, it increases the capacity and the chance to discover a new deposit. The experienced team is very key for us, very important. And with the construction of the Windfall project that has been announced, for Bonterra, it's potential sharing of infrastructures with the existing one and the future one. The hydroelectric power line and the mill that is located about 15 kilometers to Barry and Gladiator deposits. With the cash in hand, we have decided to put our focus back on the Bachelor property. Yeah, so Bachelor, that's where our mill is located. So the mill, the camp, our main infrastructures are located there. And, in the past years, our main focus was in exploring the Urban Berry camp. We've done a little bit of work at Bachelor, but we haven't done a lot, to be honest. Now we're back to Bachelor, which we own 100%. It's 100% to Bonterra. And we put together a 10,000 meters drill program that actually started. We have one drill working there now. We're going to mobilize a second drill next week. and we plan to achieve about 10,000 meters. And our team work outside the box, so we're going to drill some regional target there, and we're very excited about the program we put together. We're going to do some follow-up on historical hits that, things sometimes focus change and you move to somewhere else. So let's go back and let's look at it again. So we're very thrilled on the program we put together.
And so it must have been you must have been on a hell of a journey. You've been with the company for, not long, only a couple of years, and you came in to build, and then you did the PEA and found the numbers were kind of the cost inflection, the operating cost was just kind of crazy high, and then suddenly you had to reconfigure, and now you find that you're an explorationist again. You're maybe not again, maybe for the first time, you're an exploration manager.
It's a big hat for me, to be honest. However, I am learning a lot on the geology side, but I won't take any credit on that. But it's what you're talking about is our ability to change. We have to change. We have to change because the market was not what it was. The market changed as well last year. The inflation was one thing. Our ability to raise equity financing was hard. When your stock goes down, you dilute your market cap. For a few $1 million, it was a big decision for us. So we work hard to push that as far as we could to hope for better market conditions.
Yeah.
And we're still hoping for better market conditions. Honestly, I think it's going to come, but we had to change. We had to react, and the company would be in total different situation. For example, if we would not shut down the Bachelor mine last year.
Yeah.
It was over $3 million a year of care and maintenance costs. That money we won't have to pay that anymore. So we made a lot of change. Tough markets force you to think, to change your plan. We've done it many times. And yes, we're back to exploration. Where is the best place to find a deposit? Right next to a mill.
Can you remind me or refresh my memory of what the characteristic mineralization around Bachelor is? What kind of deposit will you be targeting?
Now we are challenging my knowledge in geology.
Well, just in terms of mining, let's talk about it in terms of mining. Then what kind of mine was it?
What's particular at Bachelor is the intrusive. So there's a big intrusive in the middle of our property. On the west side of the intrusive, we have the Bachelor and the Maui deposits. There's some sulfides, some quartz, some cyanite type of rock, basically in the volcanics. No visible gold, it's the ore associated with the sulfides, which is typical. When you get to the 5% pyrite, you get typically you get gold mineralization. It's very common ground. The Bachelor mine, we talk about 350,000 ounces mined. So the historical production, which is significant. It's about 5 grams per ton deposit. That's kind of what is in that region.
But are they narrow vein kind of? Are you talking kind of subvertical stopes?
Yeah. Bachelor mine was subvertical. It was a conventional mine. Means the main access was on rail, and there was some conventional mining with jacket stopers and slushers, and so it was all long road, so all belt mining. Thickness from 2 to 8 meters, so you could get pretty decent tonnage,
Yeah.
So that was the Bachelor mine.
We are exploring on the east side of the big intrusive that I mentioned. So we're looking on the other side now, and we are going to target some what we call the Opiwaka corridor, which is a regional corridor crossing our property on the north. And when we look at that corridor, there's basically no exploration that has been done. The focus was around the Bachelor-Desmaraisville deposit, which is typical to, once you find your ore body, you just keep drilling it. But when we started looking outside the box, we found that big regional corridor that is over 200 kilometers long from east to west. And Metanor, the previous owner of the mine, had not done a lot of exploration there. So we're quite excited. This is considered as greenfield exploration. So we're going to use the geophysics, the interpretations, and we are going to identify targets, and we hope to find something new there. So we're quite excited.
If I can kind of step back, it almost feels as if the Osisko 70% has got a kind of a dollar value of around $70 million on it. It's 5 plus 30 plus 30. No, hang on. Is that right? Is it two tranches of 30 or is it one tranche of 30?
It's 3 tranches of 10 millions.
Three tranches of 10.
So
okay.
10 millions a year.
Okay.
And there's some carryover mechanism or pay cash in lieu. So I'd like to add, so if you take a step back and you look at what's going to happen in the urban barrier camp, there's going to be $105 million spent in that camp in the next 7 years. Gold Fields already committed to $75 million Canadian of exploration work. And Osisko, with the JV agreement, expected to fund $30 million over the next 2 years. So it's $105 million spent in what we think it's the most exciting gold camp in the world. Think about it, over $100 million of exploration drilling. It's amazing. I think what we see there is it's going to be a new mining camp. It's not just going to be one mine. It's going to be multiple mines over decades.
And has Osisko said they're looking to improve the understanding of the ounces that you've already got, or are they looking to grow the envelope?
We're not there, honestly. That will come. Our main focus for now is to get that definitive agreement.
Get the deal done. Get the definitive agreement.
And
okay.
the diligence. As part of the agreement, there's going to be a management committee. So we have people from Osisko, people from Bonterra. It's going to be mostly technical, talk about geology, the program, and the execution. We're going to share the information, what they know, what we know, what we think, and then we're going to come up with an action plan. But as a reminder, Osisko is going to be the operator. So they're going to get the route.
Effectively, what you're going to have is a 30% carried interest, which should backstop the valuation of the company today. And then you've got the kind of the optionality of exploration in the Bachelor camp.
Correct. And we have spent quite a bit of time on our project, the Barry and the Gladiator. Barry is much more advanced in terms of exploration, if you remember. And when we look at the economics of the Barry project, it was obvious that, to start mining, to begin a new mine there, we need hydroelectric power, which is being built by Osisko Mining at the moment, and a mill which will be closer to our deposit. And there's going to be a mill about 15 kilometers away in about 2 years. So I think that it is going to change the economic of our project.
Was there any part of you or the board discussion which thought maybe we can hang on for 2 years? Once the mill is built and once the hydroelectric line is there, then the Barry deposit is suddenly worth a lot more. Was that a difficult discussion at the board level?
The other thing that we need for our project is more diamond drilling. We need more drilling done to better define, to convert those inferred into indicated, get higher confidence, and that comes with drilling and that comes with money. So honestly, to better advance our project now, the proposal of the GB, the earning and the GB grant is the best deal. Considering the current market conditions, our stock price, there's no way we could have raised $30 million. No way.
So it comes back to the punitive cost of capital in today's market.
Yeah, well, we're not the only junior gold company in that situation. It's very difficult, and that's why we're so happy with that announcement with Osisko Mining.
Yeah,
probably the best partner we could find to better advance our project.
And just looking ahead, obviously the key announcement will be in early October, hopefully with the closure of the deal. But just around that, when are we going to start seeing results coming from the 10,000 meter drilling campaign that you started recently?
Yeah, we started. We have not published anything. Where it always takes a bit of time. You drill and then you send the assays. You get the assay back. We're hoping to have some good news by year. Honestly, with all those targets that, like I mentioned, a bit outside the box, let's go test there and let's go and let's try to see if we can find something. I'm very optimistic that we're gonna find at least something, or at least one good hit. So stay tuned. It's exploration work. There's nothing granted.
Yeah.
You put all your knowledge, all your science, your geophysics together, and you test the ground. But I'm personally quite excited. I think we're gonna find something. I hope so.
Good. Well, thank you very much for the updates, and good luck in the data room with the due diligence from Osisko and with the exploration drills turning up around Bachelor.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.